Hi, Bren Murphy here again. I'm just talking today about the search for happiness. It's come up in a conversation I was having, and the idea that being happy is something we can never quite put our finger on it. It's always elusive, it's always just beyond our reach, and it's more a state we're sort of striving for that we don't actually get to experience or achieve, or we don't land there or be there. We're just in this position of almost nearly maybe, but why can't we sort of ever get to the point of experience happiness and knowing happiness? And one of the big things I've come across is that people seem to put things on a playing field where they're going, I'll be happy once this happens, or once this is in place, or once that falls into place, like once a circumstance falls into place that's usually far distant in the future and long in the future, they think then I will be happy. So people say things like, oh, once everything settles down I'll be happy, or once we get the renovation I'll be happy, or once I get at a sort of long distance thing. And by having it in the long distance future, it almost gives you a get out of jail free card, so you can justify being mildly dissatisfied and sort of living in that quiet desperation that people find themselves living. So how do we overcome that thinking that circumstances will finally make us happy? Well, it's about acceptance and awareness. So we accept that no, we can be happy today and here and now with the resources and the people and the situation and the circumstances we're in right now, which means we have to, the word is called acceptance, and seeing what exists today is okay, it's fine, I can be happy today. I'm not starving or on fire or homeless or suffering sort of extreme medical condition. I can be happy now through that acceptance. And an important part of acceptance is the idea of gratitude and finding many things to be thankful for. Because there's a lot of studies being done. The one that I recall most is that once we achieve a certain standard of living, which is most of the people who are watching this would be living at, any like a pay rise or a sort of windfall, or even if someone dropped 200 grand or 500 grand, it wouldn't sort of blow your mind and you wouldn't be like taking private jets everywhere. It doesn't exponentially increase your standard of living and the pleasure you gain from life. It will make things nicer, like there'll be some gold taps around the place and a bit more marble, but it doesn't mean that everything's 10x'd, like 10 times better. It just means things will be a percentage better, 15% better, or you'll stay 4 floors higher in the motel, or you'll be able to eat at the top floor instead of the middle floor, or you can have dessert, or you know what I mean. There's always just you can have that extra touch of nice or of pleasantness around you. So that's where being grateful comes from. What we have now, even though it may not be polished and perfect, is still something to be grateful for and to celebrate. And yeah, that's sort of the background of happiness. So I'd like you to visit my website. It's called thelifecoach.net.au. And when you come to the page, there'll be a pop-up will come down and say subscribe here. And so what you do is you pop your email address in and you press submit. Then you'll go to another page and you'll get a free ebook, which I've recently published, and you can read more and discover more things there. Okay, so head over to thelifecoach.net.au. Thanks a lot.